Hey again everyone, Nick here at Used Bikes Direct, checking out this Harley Softail Slim. Hop on the website, usedbikesdirect.com, to see those detailed photos and specs. Give us a call with any questions at 866-576-2453. So this one's a 2015 model Harley-Davidson Softail Slim. It's going to feature Harley's 103 cubic inch V-twin engine in it, and that is paired up to a 6-speed transmission. This one we're checking out today is 9,295 miles on it, and she is a looker for sure. Just a few spots that I will point out, most notably what you're going to see on the rear fender here. Clearly there was a passenger seat mounted once upon a time and obviously left some spots behind. Of course, you're going to have a large analog gauge for your speedometer with a digital readout underneath for the odometer, so you can see that 92.95. Right side handlebar is going to have your kill switch and starter, as well as your right turn signal and those four-way emergency flashers. Sweeping over to the left, you're going to have the usual headlight left turn signal and horn with that trip button on the top left. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. And she obviously has a beautiful sound to go along with it. As you zoom in, we'll give you some detailed shots of the bike along the way. Keep in mind a black bike is going to show those faint little surface scratches. And you're going to notice in some of the hardware, some of the little bolts, you're going to have a couple of touches of rust. That's just surface rust, of course. Nice features to have, such as your floorboards and your heel toe shifter, definitely comes in handy on the highway. As you zoom in on this black paint, this is what I was talking about with those faint little surface scratches that are going to show, just like what you see on the chrome a little bit. And you do have a couple of deeper scratches on the right side of the tank here. As we come up front, a couple more spots that I will point out to you. Just like what we saw on the bolts on the left side of the bike, you're going to have that up here, as well as a couple of those super faint little marks in the paint itself. Of course, that is something you have to zoom in really close to see, but nevertheless, we do like to point out everything to you. Of course, this Softail Slim does have those high mount handlebars. Definitely gives it a unique raked look to it and makes it an absolute blast to ride. Checking out the right side of the bike, more of what we saw on the left. Of course, you do have a floorboard over here to match. That beautiful sound we were hearing was coming from this Vance & Hines exhaust. A couple little scrapes on it, and then of course you're going to notice in those bolt holes where you have just a touch of surface rust like what we saw on the left side of the bike. So there it is, guys. Find us on the web at usedbikesdirect.com to see more, or reach out to us at 866-576-2453.